I said, your last name's Harden? And he said, yeah. I said, is it, right?
Yeah.
So I volunteered with a friend of mine who's a regular on our podcast, by the way. I interviewed him for our podcast a year ago or so. And it was, I think, his third or fourth time on. And we finished the podcast. I said, so what do you have going on? And he said, well, tomorrow I'm going down to OB and this and that. OB is Ocean Beach. It's a
Yeah. Yeah.
Arab community outside of San Diego or of San Diego. And I said, what are you doing OB? He said, well, I'm going to go visit a bunch of businesses and see what the impact of the pier. The pier was destroyed not too long
Yeah.
ago.
Right. Right.
The city hired him to do a report and a survey, and part of it was a survey on the importance of investing $60 million in rebuilding the pier, right?
Yep.
So I volunteered to go do it because I was going to be an OB anyway. And I said, why don't I'll go do it. He goes, really? I said, yeah. He goes, that'd be great. So he's 80 something. So, I'm going to go schlep for him. Right.
Yeah.
So, and I love to walk, I try to walk 100 miles a month. So, so I go down there and I walk into one of the world famous burger places,
Yeah.
place called Hodad's, right?
Hmm.
Walk into Hodad's. I walk over to the counter and or bar area. There's a gentleman there that looks like he's telling everybody what to do. Looks like the manager. So I walked up and I introduced myself. And I said, I'm doing a survey. Da, da, da. He goes, oh, I want to give you my feedback. So he gives me the feedback. I write it down. I said, I just need to validate this. I just need your first and last name. So I got his first name and then he told me his last name. And I said, your last name's Harden? And he said, yeah. I said, is it, right? And he spelled it for me. Well, where are you from? And he goes, Kentucky.
Do you tell him you're kin?
We're cousins, right? Of all the places and right? Just
Yeah.
crazy.
Cool.